Welcome back to Ancient Edge. Today we're confronting one of history's most baffling mysteries, wood that has endured 2,000 years when, honestly, modern treated timber crumbles within just a few decades. The Romans achieved this impossible feat, leaving behind perfectly preserved structures that really challenge everything we think we know about materials science. Imagine timber so well preserved that you can still see the tool marks of Roman craftsmen. The Nemi ships, recovered from an Italian lake, showcase wooden vessels that survived nearly 2 millennia in conditions that should have, well, absolutely obliterated them. Harbour pilings, bridge foundations, structural beams, all defying decomposition, defying rot, defying the very laws of decay as modern science understands them. The question is deceptively simple. How? Was this blind luck and fortunate environmental conditions? Did the Romans possess an advanced materials science now lost to time? Or does the answer lie in practices tinged with alchemical mystery, recipes now vanished forever? The charring technique reveals Roman sophistication. Engineers would deliberately burn wooden posts intended for burial, creating a charcoal layer that protected the wood underneath. To the uninformed, this looks ritualistic, but, modern science reveals the elegance. That charcoal layer absorbs oxygen and creates a hydrophobic shield, denying fungal spores and wood-boring insects the conditions they need. Similarly, treatment with tar, pitch and bitumen compounds created waterproof seals, preventing moisture penetration while establishing toxic environments for decay organisms. The Romans recognized that protected wood would endure. They may not have understood disrupting cellular respiration in fungi, but they knew these treatments worked. Historical texts reference even more enigmatic treatments: wood soaked in olive oil, solutions containing copper compounds, mixtures whose exact composition has vanished. Copper sulfate, for instance, functions as both fungicide and insecticide. It kills organisms that decay wood. Did Romans understand the chemistry? No. Did they understand the results? Absolutely. They observed that timber treated with copper-bearing solutions resisted decay better and incorporated these into standard practice. Rome's access to volcanic deposits throughout the Italian peninsula gave them materials modern scientists are only now appreciating. Volcanic ash possesses reactive silica compounds that create durable binders, the secret in Roman concrete. Did they apply these to wood treatment as well? The evidence is circumstantial, but their sophisticated mineral understanding suggests experimentation we've never documented. What distinguishes Roman wood preservation from alchemy is the underlying philosophy. Romans possessed sophisticated, if intuitive, understanding of decay conditions and prevention interventions. This was material science expressed through empirical observation rather than molecular chemistry. Consider water management, the foundational principle. They understood through centuries of observation that submerged wood resists decay far longer than exposed timber. Without oxygen, decay organisms cannot metabolize. Romans knew this worked, even if they couldn't explain anaerobic respiration. They didn't need molecular biology to design structures exploiting these principles. This informed their entire foundation engineering approach. Wooden piles driven below the water table existed in perpetually oxygen-starved conditions. The groundwater itself became a preservative, a natural mummifying agent arresting decay indefinitely. Above-ground construction required different strategies. Romans designed structures to shed water rather than absorb it. They incorporated proper drainage, pitched roofs, and strategic ventilation, all interventions minimizing moisture exposure. They understood intuitively what modern materials science explains through humidity measurements. The goal was identical: deny moisture a permanent foothold. The selection of heartwood over sapwood reveals another principle. Heartwood contains concentrated extractives, organic compounds with antimicrobial properties that evolved to protect the living tree and persist after felling. Romans recognized that certain timbers, particularly oak, possessed these natural defenses and prioritized them for critical applications. Perhaps the most striking revelation is that Roman wood preservation wasn't a single technique or magic compound. It was a system, a comprehensive approach combining material selection, pre-treatment, protective coatings, environmental design, and maintenance practices into unified strategy. Romans didn't view structures as completed objects slowly decaying. They understood preservation as an ongoing project, integrated from inception. They selected timber whose natural properties resisted decay. They pre-treated materials, enhancing protection. They designed structures, managing water exposure, and they built redundancy, so failure of single components wouldn't cascade into collapse. This approach demonstrates materials science understanding, not requiring alchemy. It required patient observation, accumulated knowledge, and willingness to invest in durability. Every technique has rational explanation rooted in how wood actually degrades, through moisture, oxygen-dependent biological decay, and mechanical failure. They couldn't articulate mechanisms in modern language, but they understood them through practical engineering. What works and why? So was it alchemy or lost science? The answer is neither and both. Roman wood preservation wasn't a magical breakthrough. It was sophisticated empirical understanding expressed through practical engineering. They possessed no secret elixir, no mystical formula, but they possessed something more valuable, a philosophy valuing understanding over expediency, durability over convenience, and the long view over immediate profit. Their true genius wasn't a single technique. It was a comprehensive system refined through centuries, integrated into every construction stage. They understood that materials have properties, environments affect those properties, and intelligent design extends utility across centuries. This was science pursued through observation rather than controlled experimentation, valid, proven, undeniable science. As we face structures crumbling within decades and environmental damage from preservation chemicals, we're slowly reaching the Roman conclusion. The most advanced solution is often the most enduring, and true innovation sometimes means remembering what our ancestors knew. The wood still stands. After 2 millennia, Roman structures preserve their materials with perfection our modern science struggles to match. In that silent testimony is a lesson. Perfection isn't achieved through shortcuts, but through patient application of understanding. If you're ready to explore deeper, subscribe to Ancient Edge. Share this video with others who understand history as evidence of human genius. Join us next time when we unearth another mystery, challenging everything about the ancients. The past still has lessons to teach. Are you ready to listen?